tell you the truth. If I see a bad video, I say it's a bad fucking video. That was a bad one, bro. The story was an L story. She forgot the child. Yeah, it fucking sucks. But did he die? He didn't die. No excitement, bro. How am I supposed to? You know, I'm watching these stories, bro, where a 9-year-old child stabs his 11-year-old best friend. These are the type of stories I want to watch. Kid was walking down the street. Yeah, can he walk? Yeah, can he see? Yeah, let him walk, bro. Let him walk. Well, no, you shouldn't let a 4-year-old walk like that. That's stupid. Most twisted case you've ever heard. Alright, this one, and that's it. Did he blender his fucking kills?
On one cold...
Bro, imagine a killer that makes smoothies and then sells it to people. Ah! Holy fuck. Yo, there has to be a place in the deep web or the dark web, whatever you want to call it, where you can buy a smoothie of a person's body part. 100% that has to exist. If I thought about it, it exists.
Cold and rainy night, 19-year-old Renisha McBride
Jesus
crashed
Christ.
her car on a Michigan street before hazily
Never
pulling
mind, bro.
herself
Delete
from
my
the
thought.
wreck
I
to
don't want
look
that
for
to
help.
exist.
Renisha
Delete
was
my
dealing
thought.
with a concussion and a severe injury to her hand, but that wasn't all, and
Broken
more
hand.
would be uncovered about her mental state later. Despite this, Renisha made her way towards a nearby house and began banging on their door. Unfortunately, when the owner of the house finally opened the door,
He killed her.
Renisha found herself facing the end of a shotgun and the end of her life.
What
On
the
November
fuck?
2nd, 2013, the Dearborn Heights Police Department received a 911 call
Bro.
just after 4:30 a.m. from a man named Theodore Wafer.
I just shot somebody on my front porch with
Why?
a shotgun banging on my door.
After ensuring that Theodore wasn't a threat, the police questioned him on the night's events.
What happened here?
A consistent knocking on the door, and I'm trying to look through the windows, but every time I look through the windows in the door, it's banging somewhere else, so I open up the door, kind of like, who is this? And the gun discharged. I didn't know there was a round in there.
Ah!
I get it. Who's knocking on your door at 4:30 in the morning? Bang, bang, bang. Somebody wanting in.
While Theodore may have claimed the whole incident was just a
Alright, there's two ways, boys. There's two ways. There's three ways. One, it was an actual accident. Complete accident. Right? That's one. Two, he thought somebody was trying to break in and that it was a fake thing. I don't know if you guys have heard of the stories, dude, of like when you're in the countryside, okay, and then there's a car and there's people waving you down and you're like on the mountains or whatever. If you stop and you get out, you get swarmed by a bunch of people. I don't know if you guys have heard those stories. Right? Especially like near forests and shit like that. And some people will tell you to like not stop, right? Just call the services to try to help them. Don't stop because they'll steal your car, they'll kill you, whatever, right? Did he think that what she was doing was that? Because honestly, if I was a bad person and I wanted to get inside a home, right? I would have a girl knock and say, hey, please help me. I crashed. I'm hurt. As soon as they open the door, in comes MiniDonbeE. Hey, give me everything, bitch. You feel me? As soon, bro. As soon. Hey, give me everything, bitch. So what do you do, boys? What do you do? Would you shoot? And if you shoot, was it by accident or on purpose?
terrible accident. Certain aspects of his story just weren't adding up, and detectives were determined to discover if they may actually be dealing with a cold-blooded killer.
owner says there was somebody pounding on the door. He opened the door, like to say who the heck's out here, and his gun discharged and shot this female, this black female in the head.
In the head?
She's rescue isn't here yet, but I'm pretty sure she's DOA.
Yeah,
According to the officers on the scene, the gunshot wound so severely damaged Renisha's head above her jaw that she was pronounced dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Theodore, still in a state of shock, was placed into a police cruiser while the scene was secured and documented.
Not really. I mean,
What's that, sir?
I said that, I don't know.
Sit tight a minute. See what we can figure out here.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
When Theodore first woke up to Renisha banging on his door, he may have believed there was potentially a dangerous force trying to get into his home.
Yeah.
His body then may have gone into fight or flight and started to prepare for a potential threat by releasing adrenaline. This heightened state doesn't last for very long, and now that he's in the police cruiser, there's no possible threat against him anymore. With enough cursory information gathered, the police bring Theodore back to the station for questioning, and it isn't long before the cracks in his story begin to show.
Well, why don't we just start out by, I know you've told officers at the scene, but I need you to tell me now. Just give me the scenario of what happened tonight. Your own words.
I heard banging. I thought somebody was
I
entering.
don't really know how these proceedings work.
Grabbed and said, "Who the fuck is out there?"
I don't.
No, sir.
Should I have a lawyer present?
Yes.
That would be entirely up to you.
I mean, this is a very serious matter. What just happened, I believe.
Well, it is a serious matter to the young woman that's laying in report. We have to do a thorough investigation, and we have
Boys,
to
if it was
back into
Texas, he's
my home
good.
now. I mean,
when the officers are done with the scene processing and when the ME removes the body. Yes.
see, this is
So.
Theodore is very nervous and can be heard asking if he needs a lawyer present. If he did want a lawyer, this is an ineffective attempt at invoking his Miranda rights, as a request for an attorney must be clear and unequivocal. The officer is also being somewhat manipulative here, as he suggests that talking to him is no different than talking to the officers on the scene. While that might make sense at first, this is not the case. The primary job of the first responders is to secure the scene and gather basic information.
And
During
his
the
is the
interrogation, however, the detective will be probing much deeper and gathering information about Theodore's possible guilt. Currently, Theodore appears to be looking at the officer as a neutral party who can...
But then, couldn't Texas just have bro, if I was a serial killer, and I could invite people into my home and then kill them, I mean, that just seems like an easy way to become a serial killer, you know what I mean? Hey, hi, what's up, neighbor? Oh, hi, yeah, I just moved in. Why don't you guys come over? My wife and I will cook you some chile rellenos. And when they come over, they say, huh? But Minnie, where's your wife? Oh, this is my wife. Bless both of them. Now I eat them. Right? Now I eat them. And what are they gonna do about it? What are they gonna do about it? Nothing, bro. Hey, it was self-defense. It was self-defense, bro. I killed them because they attacked me, and then I ate them so their spirit didn't haunt me. What are you gonna do, Mr. Detective? What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm sorry. Now I can't. Now it's illegal to eat game, huh? Now it's illegal to eat these people. They attacked me. It's illegal. Oh, I didn't know, officer. My bad.
Offer him support and guidance.
Thorn.
However, it's important to remember that detectives'
Thorn, why do you arrive as I'm talking about being accountable?
ultimate goal in an
Get here
interrogation is to secure a confession.
You made a statement to the guys at the scene.
I heard noises. And
the cops can't do shit. Oh, you've been here lurking.
what these noises were.
Bro, pozole, tamales, acahuil, bro, everything. Now we can have a real cookout. This is how it works, boys. Now we can have a real cookout, and then I kill those people again. And now I invite the police. And what's the police gonna do? Seem racist? Not go to a Mexican man's home that's inviting them? Nah, bro, the police are coming. Then I kill the Bobo. Then who's coming after me, bro? The Bobo can't kill me anymore. You feel me? You feel me? Boys, remember, you always want to expand. You want to expand. And then what do I do, bro? And then the district attorney is going to be like, hey, yo, this guy's actually a serial killer. We can't allow him to do this. We can't allow him to do this. Okay. You know what I do? I make a fake profile. Now, in the meantime, bro, whilst I was killing everybody that was coming into my house, I was stealing their money. Okay, I was stealing everything. So you know what I do? You know what I do? I ask his wife with a fake profile, hey, are you guys selling the house? No, we're not selling the house. No, we're not selling the house. Mom, I'd like to give you $10 million for that house. Oh my God, let me get my husband. No, ma'am. It's a surprise. I understand he's almost 43. He's 42. Oh my God, wait, how did you know? Oh, well, because I have a lot of respect for attorneys. Actually, my mother's killer is in jail because of your husband. Oh my God, that's amazing. He's so wonderful. He always catches all the criminals. Yes, he does, Mom. Yes, he does. And I would like to reward him by buying his house. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah, I'll send you the papers. We can get it signed. We don't need to tell my husband. Thank you, Mom. It was great talking to you. Love you. Huh? And that's when I hang up. Okay? I buy his home. I'm inside of his home. He enters and his wife goes, surprise! And it says 10 million, bro. And he goes, what is this? Oh, we sold it to him for $10 million. I spin around the chair, bro. I spin around the chair like this. And I got my shotgun. Bro. And I go, boom, boom. 2 shots, 2 kills. Boys, I got the attorneys. I killed them too. So far, I killed the cops, I killed the attorneys. Who the fuck is gonna come after me, bro, huh? Who's gonna come after me, boys? They can't come after me anymore. And now I keep expanding, and Texas keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. And the only moment that I will stop is when I have enough land and enough power to bring everything back to Mexico. Now I'm the governor. I'm the governor of Texas and all of these areas, and we want to go back to Mexico. And if you say otherwise, I will buy your home illegally or legally, and I'll make it legally, all right? I'll buy it illegally, make it legal, and then I'm coming for you. So yeah, motherfuckers, watch out. Watch out. Texas, keep that rule, bro. I'll make you change it. Enough. And that's going to be called Texas Shotgun Massacre. Okay, I shouldn't be. Okay. Yo, Twitch, it's a joke, bro. I'm actually not a serial killer. I'm actually not, bro. I'm not even in Texas. Jesus.
banging, prying noises. First on the side of the house, and then front of the house, back to the side of the house, then front of the house.
Given the time of day, he may have assumed the person had bad intentions, especially since Dearborn Heights is known for its high.
Boys, I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea where I was going with the story for 95% of it, bro. I was just gunning it. I was just like, okay, bro, you can have a gun inside of your house. How do you do this? Oh, I found a way, boys. I found a way.
High crime rate, with the average resident having a 1 in 55 chance of being a victim of a violent or property crime. To compare, the national average violent crime rate in 2021 in the United States hovered around 400 cases per 100,000 of the population.
And that one's 2000?
I can't see this person. I can't see that. You know, what's going on inside. Every time I look out one door, the noise is going to another one. Or the other side of the
5
house.
times.
So, I mean, at this point, are you getting frightened? Is your heart racing? What's going on?
Yes, I have no idea what's happening. It was getting louder. I thought at any time somebody was coming through the door or the window. It was getting violent.
Where did you
Persistent.
Okay.
Especially on the front door. Very persistent.
At 4 a.m.
Theodore specifically states that he thought someone was going to come in through his door or window. This further displays his belief that there was an immediate threat to him that would justify Renisha's shooting.
At 4
The defensive
a.m.
tone Theodore takes is also reflected in his body language. With his arms crossed in front of his chest, he's creating a barrier between himself and the detective.
You motherfucker, bro. I have memory problems. Not cringe. Go fuck
As the
yourself.
ramifications of his actions become more and more apparent, Theodore becomes insistent on defending his choices.
Yeah, so you didn't accidentally shoot, right?
I mean, tell me.
With both hands.
I mean, do you have it raised? Do you have it? No.
No, it's a pistol grip, so you just have to lift it up. So open the door with one hand, and when I placed my other hand, just like that, she went off. I didn't expect it.
Theodore may be trying to lessen his responsibility in Renisha's death by removing himself from the action, saying it went off versus I pulled the trigger, puts distance between him and the action, and blames the gun rather than Theodore himself.
Okay, how high were you holding the gun when it went off?
Head high.
Waist, and it was on an angle. I was, as far as I can remember.
Do you think that when you were holding the gun that it was on an angle like this? Could it have been like this?
If I'm opening the door,
It's not gonna make sense.
If I open the door,
Okay.
that quick. It's a pistol grip.
Here, the first cracks in Theodore's story start to show. He claims to have been holding the gun at waist height. However, when taking both Theodore's height and Renisha's height into consideration, he would have had to have...
Bro, and then he says it's a pistol grip. You can hold it with one hand, but makes the hand motion with two. He opens the door and makes a hand motion with two.
Been holding the gun at chest height, pointed straight out, in order to shoot Renisha in the head.
Yeah.
This discussion about the gun placement is vital for the case. Holding the gun at his waist could mean that he was just reacting to the potential threat,
But
and more likely it really was an accident. While holding it higher at his chest height, it means that he could have been consciously aiming it, possibly with the intent to shoot. Based on what the detective has seen, he knows that Theodore can't be telling the truth about the way he was holding the gun.
And then he goes.
While it's entirely possible that Theodore is being deceptive in order to make the shooting seem more accidental, it's not unusual for individuals who are involved with a traumatic event to distinctly remember some parts, while other parts are fuzzy. This is one of the reasons that eyewitness reports are never as accurate as we think they should be. According to Michigan's Castle Doctrine, you're allowed to use deadly force on someone who's breaking into your home if it's necessary to prevent great bodily harm to yourself. Based on Theodore's own account of the night, by the time he grabbed his shotgun and decided he'd had enough, he wasn't in any immediate objective danger. This, alongside the fact that he opened the door up to the danger with the intention of dealing with it, could potentially negate the castle doctrine as a valid defense.
Really?
I don't even know. I did not look at the body.
Oof.
I didn't stand over it and see where the wound was. I immediately
Oof.
put down the weapon right there on the hallway, or, you know, the entry to the front door,
Fuck.
and looked for my phone. First called here, your Dearborn Heights. We're talking boom,
You would believe?
and boom.
Yeah.
As he prepares to wrap up the interview, the detective brings someone else in to help ask one final question.
You have, what do we take, your shotgun, shell casing?
So we took your Mossberg. There was a spent shell casing in the shotgun, and you had your green shotgun case. So we just topped it in that and took the gun with it. There was one shell casing, so what, there was just one in it all the time, or what?
Yes, like I was just trying to explain, I couldn't remember if there was one in it or not. I kept my shells in a separate closet, so I got a little paranoid a few weeks back, got paintballed, so I maybe that's when I loaded it, put it in. I mean, I don't think I mentioned that to you, but I mean,
So
that's
he
what
thought-
maybe I put one
thought
in
it
there or
was
something like
one of
that.
those
But
vandals?
I did not realize there was one in there, no.
Following Theodore's interview, the police spent quite some time digging through every aspect of the
I mean, it
case
could've just
to
been
make
glass.
sure there was no crucial detail left out. During this investigation, they found out some intriguing details regarding the hours leading up to Renisha's death. According to police records, a 911 call was placed just before 1 a.m. to report a no-injury accident where a woman who was driving under the influence had been speeding down the street and struck a parked car. Although the woman driving had clearly been disoriented and possibly confused when she got out of the car, she had left on foot and wandered away from the scene of the crime. Police didn't arrive on scene until they received a call stating that the driver had come back to the scene. Unfortunately, by the time cops and EMS responded, she was already gone again. This driver was Renisha McBride, and had
No.
anyone been able to stop her from wandering off in her delirious and drunken state, she may never have ended up on Theodore Wafer's front porch.
Listen, man, the truth is play stupid games, win stupid prizes, okay? If you're drunk and you're driving, dude, you might kill a whole fucking family. These people almost never die. Alright, for some reason, man, the drunk person almost never fucking dies. Everyone else dies and the drunk person fucking lives. Every single time. Bro, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Why are you getting shit-faced drunk and then fucking driving? Like, come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Porch.
It's unfortunate
On the flip
because
side,
nobody deserves
some say
that fucking
Renisha would
well.
have never ended up on
do, but
Theodore's
she
porch
doesn't
if she
deserve a
hadn't been
shotgun
drinking
bullet
and
to the
driving
head.
either.
But
You'll notice that was a 3-hour difference between the time that the 911 call was placed about the car accident around 1 a.m. and Theodore's call to 911 at 4:30. To this day, it's unclear where Renisha was during this period of time, but her family believes she was disoriented from her head injury and seeking help. Theodore eventually received charges for murder in the second degree and manslaughter, as well as a felony firearm charge. While Theodore may have claimed that his gun accidentally misfired during his initial interview, this claim actually changed by the time he got to court. Instead, he and his lawyer were insisting that Theodore intentionally fired out of self-defense because he was scared that Renisha was trying to break in. Despite Michigan's castle doctrine, the judge ultimately ruled that nothing Renisha did was intense enough to justify Theodore being legitimately scared for his life. In the end, Theodore was found guilty on all charges on September 3rd, 2014, and received 15 to 30 years for his second-degree murder charge, 7 to 15 years for the manslaughter charge, and finally, a 2-year sentence for the felony firearm charge, with all of these sentences served concurrently. While Michigan may not have the death penalty, Theodore's lawyer argued that the judge had basically given the then 55-year-old man a death sentence, as he's likely to spend the rest of his life paying for his actions. Just when it seemed that Theodore's case was officially put to rest, he made an appeal in 2015 to overturn his conviction. To the surprise of many, the Michigan Supreme Court heard Theodore's case and actually vacated his manslaughter conviction. In Michigan, the second-degree murder statute requires that the defendant acted with malice,
Yeah, he didn't
whereas
act
the
with
manslaughter
malice.
charge implies that the defendant didn't. Seeing the contradiction in these convictions, the court determined that having both convictions was a violation of
okay.
Theodore's rights. With one of
Okay.
his convictions vacated, there was a slight chance that Theodore could come out of this with a shorter
So they
sentence.
said he acted with malice
However, at
instead.
his resentencing on June 22nd, 2022, the judge stated there were strong reasons for Theodore's original sentencing and gave him 15 to 30 years for second-degree murder. While he may no longer have the manslaughter conviction, ultimately Theodore will serve the same amount of time behind bars.
Is that deserved? I actually don't know how to feel about this story. No joke. Is that deserved for you guys? 30 years? Yeah? Is there no way it could have been accidental? Did he actually execute her? If he executed her, he shot her in the back of the head? No, he didn't shoot her in the back of the head. No, she wasn't running away. He shot her like in the jaw, whatever, like she got hit in the jaw, and like yeah, not in the back of the head. No, if he shot her in the back of the head, then yeah, he deserves it. Because she was leaving and he shot her. Or she's smart, like me. If I was a criminal and I enter your home, I enter moving backwards. Can't shoot me now, bitch. Can't shoot me now, bro, because I'm running away. Shows you record. What the fuck is that? No. Is that deserved, dude? 30 years. Dude, if somebody's knocking on my door at 4 a.m. and I have a gun, what the fuck? Are they stealing from me? What's going on? And then it goes off by accident, and then I get 30 years in jail, I would be pissed. I would be pissed. However, if I was the family of a woman who goes out and tries to get help after she crashed, right? Imagine this, like she crashes, she needs help, she goes to a house, she knocks, and that person kills her. Yeah, I want him to rot in jail. She was hurt. She was the victim. You know? What is shocking is the 30 years, man. We've watched people who killed like 2 people and they don't get 30 years. They get 25 years without parole. They don't get 30. We've watched people who said, yeah, fuck that motherfucker. And they get like 40, 50. 30 years is very steep, dude. 30 years is a death sentence for him. He's 53, right, they said? He's gonna come out, bro, what, 88? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah, this one is tough. I think he definitely has to go to jail, right? Definitely go to jail. 100% you're gonna go to jail. Because whether it was an accident or it was whatever, right? You still did it. It was your fault, right? Take a life, your life gets taken. Easy. Yeah, but the intent matters, you know? If you take a life by accident, it's different than if you planned to take a life. It's way different. Because the person who takes a life by accident might not do it again. The person who plans, you know, Not if it's self-defense. Yeah, but it wasn't self-defense in this case. But what if she's knocking, right? What if this happened, bro? She's knocking. And as she's knocking and shouting for help, he can't understand. He opens the door and she does this. Right? She does this. And he just sees like a black shadow try to strike him and he shoots. But he didn't say that, did he? He didn't say that. He just admitted to shooting her. Yeah. 30 years is a lot, man. She got shot in the back of the head? Or, hold on, no.
Any night, 19-year-old wreck and facing the end of a shotgun and the end of her life. Renisha their dorm, just ensuring
she got shot in the jaw.
While Theodore dealing
his gun and shot this.
No, shot this black female in the head, not in the back of the head. Yeah. Bro, can you tell they didn't have time? Gotta try to blame him. Jesus.
Female, black female.
Also, listen, bro, if you shoot me in the back of the head, okay, if I'm coming in to steal, I'm walking in like this, bitch, you can't shoot me. Bro, this is me, right? This is me. Hands up, motherfucker, hands up! And this is me, hands up. And as I move like this, I go, no, mine now, bitch, no, mine now, bitch. And the other guy's like, and I'm like, and he's like, and I'm like, can't shoot me, bitch, can't shoot me, bitch, mine now, bitch. If you shoot me, I was running away. You feel me? You feel me, boys? It's kind of like a hack. A lot of these places have rules that honestly could be really easily banned. Like really easily abused, bro. He was flying down a hill with no brakes on his back. What the fuck? What the fuck? No, she was shot in the jaw.
on the jaw shock with Renisha's head above her jaw. The gunshot wound so severely damaged Renisha's head above her jaw that she was pronounced dead on arrival. Theodore, still in a state of shock, was placed into a police cruiser while the scene was secured and documented.
Not really, I mean... What's that, sir? I said that, you know...
Yeah, he shot her in the fucking... square in the face. Square in the fucking face he shot her. Oh... I mean, definitely manslaughter. Definitely, at least, right? I think one of the things that fucked him was that he changed the story. I think changing the story fucked him. If he would have said that it was self-defense, or if he would have said that it was an accident, they would have given him the manslaughter charge. But since you said it was an accident and then you change it? Oof. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think that's what fucked him. So he was able to keep aim at her head the whole time, but the shotgun accidentally went off. Well, he says that he opened the door, pulled the shotgun up, and it went off. And it's possible, right? It's possible that he's afraid, and he goes, okay, 3, 2, 1, and he's like this. He's got it like this, right? It's possible he's got it like this. He opens the door and he goes like this. And when he does this motion, boom, shoots. It's possible. It's possible, right? He's holding it and he's scared, right? This is 4 a.m., bro. This is 4 a.m. He's scared. He goes, ah! Boom! You know? You know? It's possible, bro. It's possible. Very possible. What if, bro? Like I said, in the moment that he was lifting this, she was doing this hand motion. She was doing this hand motion. Oh! What if she was leaning towards the door? Okay, he opens it. She falls towards him. Boom, he shoots. He would have said that, huh? Yeah. I honestly think the thing that fucked him the most was that he lied and he changed the story. Oh, and when it's for real, you'd be sweating. Dude, if that, honestly, like, I can see that happening. I can see that being an accident. I can. The problem is if you lie to me. If you lie to me and then you say something else in court, now I can't trust you. And you are kind of like the only witness. And we got a person who's missing a face because of you. And now I know that you're a liar. So now, just in case, I gotta convict you. You feel me? Just in case. Just out of principle. Right? Like, worst case scenario is I put a liar in jail. Right? If I put you in jail. And worst case scenario, if I leave you outside, I left a psychopath outside. Who kills people who go up to his home that try to get help. Which one do you choose? Right? You fuck his life, or you potentially fuck other people's lives. Those are the two choices. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because I could see how it was accidental. 15 years, I think, would have been good. 30's a lot, man. He's 50 something. He'll come out when he's 70, bro. 30 is a lot, though. Oof. Yeah, it's. I don't know, man. That case is. I needed more. I needed more everything. I needed more everything. Only thing we know is he was a liar. So, hey. Don't wanna be sent to jail, don't lie, bro. Warzone with Chris Brown? Now shut. She's trolling. Of course she's trolling. Boys. I see that happened the other day. Two guys fighting with a crutch and his big blade and it slipped right out of his hand and the guy chased him with his own blade. Dude, I saw a video on Reddit. Two guys are about to scrap and there's a line of people watching and there's a guy with two crutches. Bro, this guy grabs one of the crutches and takes it from the guy. Oh my fucking god, bro. Dude, this guy is like this. This guy's like this, bro. He's watching the fight, right? Look at this. Oh my god, bro. I'm a genius with this shit. This motherfucker. He's like this, bro. He's got two of these, right? And these two guys are fighting in front. And the guy just goes. He just goes. And the guy fucking falls down, dude, on the floor. Oh, it was amazing. I love that video. It was on Reddit. I saw it yesterday. But yeah, boys, listen. We're out of here. It's late. I'm going to wake up at 10 a.m. because I'm going to go to the gym. Tomorrow we'll stream early, but I'll go to the gym. I'll take a bath. I'll sleep. And then I stream. Time to... Yeah. Boys, it's time to climb. That guy who came in to press me, he's 100% correct. I gotta post, boys. Follow YouTube. Follow Discord. We gotta grow, man. It's time to grow. Today we went on Malix for a little bit of growth, but we gotta do more. We gotta do more. 100%. Take care of yourselves, boys. Thank you for being here, Thorn, Johnny, Chocolate, Jung, Non, every single one of you motherfuckers. Thank you. Cal Integral, thank you for the follow. Jonas, thank you for the follow. Hero, thank you so much, man, for the pog 3 months. I gotta get new emotes. Have a good night, boys. Take care of yourselves. Oh, Swiftly.
Chad!